One day in Radiator Springs, news spread about a big race that was going to take place. Lightning McQueen, Tow Mater, and their friends eagerly began preparations. The race was just a few days away. As Lightning practiced, his loyal friends Sally and Tow Mater were by his side, as always. Sally smiled and said, "Lightning, you must win this race." Lightning grinned and replied, "Of course, Sally. I want to win and have fun." Tow Mater, meanwhile, was helping with vehicle repairs. With his strong arms and quick thinking, everything was going smoothly. Other cars participating in the race were also getting ready. All eyes were on Radiator Springs for the town's biggest race. On race day, Radiator Springs was filled with a large crowd. Lightning McQueen stood anxiously at the starting line. He had Tow Mater and other friends by his side. As the race began, each car competed against one another. However, Lightning McQueen took the lead with his speed and skills. Midway through the race, an obstacle appeared, and Tow Mater quickly stepped in. Lifting the obstacle, he cleared the way for the other cars. Sally cheered Lightning on, saying, "You always have supporters behind you, Lightning." Motivated by these encouraging words, Lightning continued the race even faster. In the end, Lightning McQueen won the big race. The people of Radiator Springs were overjoyed. Lightning, along with his friends and other cars, celebrated their victory. Smiles were on everyone's faces. The race was not only a triumph but also a celebration of friendship and unity. As the day turned to dusk, Lightning McQueen, Tow Mater, Sally, and their friends took a delightful stroll through the streets of Radiator Springs. After the big race, their friendship had strengthened, and once again, Radiator Springs had come together for a joyful celebration. In the kingdom of Everland, Elsa and Anna were two sisters who lived enchanted in the magical atmosphere of winter. Elsa's abilities to control ice and snow, and Anna's heart full of warmth and love, represented the peaceful balance of their kingdom. One day, these two sisters, filled with curiosity and desire to explore, decided to cross the borders of their kingdom and explore the magical forests. As they walked deeper into the forest, they encountered talking animals and friendly fairies. The friendships they formed with these interesting creatures gave them the strength to overcome the difficulties they would encounter along the way together. The puzzles they solved together further strengthened their bonds of brotherhood. Their adventure led them to reach a mysterious cave. In this cave, they discovered an ancient book belonging to their civilization. They determinedly sought to learn more about their powers. They studied ancient texts, worked on new skills together, and discovered the magic of supporting each other. Their journey taught Elsa and Anna the true power of courage, kindness, and sisterly love. On their return, they made a strong decision that they would stand by each other and be ready to face whatever challenges they faced together. Elsa and Anna's legendary adventures have become unforgettable stories passed down from generation to generation in the Kingdom of Everland. The teachings of these two brave sisters inspired future generations with courage and sisterhood, continuing as a living legacy in Everland. Once upon a time, under a sky of azure blue, there lived a cute lion king in a vast forest. His name was Leo. Leo, with his colorful fur and big eyes, stood out among the other animals in the forest. Leo's favorite thing to do was to climb to the top of a hill and watch the sunset. One day, as Leo was strolling through the depths of the forest, he encountered a group of animals. Rabbits, birds, and turtles, animals of different species, gathered around Leo. Leo suggested to them to go on an exploration in the forest together. Each animal had a unique trait. The rabbit was fast, the bird could fly high, and the turtle was resilient. They started exploring the forest together. Along the way, they discovered interesting plants, rested by beautiful waterfalls, and played games in the shade of towering trees. Leo loved savoring every moment and being with his friends. However, deep in the heart of the forest, they faced a big problem. A tree bridge had collapsed, and animals on the other side needed help. Leo turned to his friends and said, "If we work together, we can overcome this challenge." The rabbit hopped quickly, the bird assisted in the air, and the turtle provided support with its durability. Together, they repaired the tree bridge. This adventure became a story where Leo and his friends learned to trust each other, help one another, and overcome challenges together. Leo knew that being the king of the forest meant emphasizing friendship and cooperation as a true leader. And this beautiful story, spreading throughout the entire forest, planted seeds of love and friendship in the hearts of the little animals. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between snow-covered mountains, there lived a sweet and charming 6-year-old boy named Timmy. The village was known for its magical winter wonderland, where every year, a special event called the Snowflake Festival took place. Timmy, with his sparkling blue eyes and rosy cheeks, eagerly awaited the festival. Legend had it that during the festival, a magical portal to the enchanted Snow Kingdom would open. Timmy's eyes lit up with joy as he heard the stories. One snowy evening, as the villagers gathered for the festival, Timmy noticed a mysterious shimmering gateway appear amidst the falling snowflakes. Without hesitation, he stepped through, finding himself in a breathtaking car kingdom made entirely of glistening snow and ice. Timmy was greeted by King Frosty and Queen Crystal, the rulers of the car kingdom. They explained that they needed Timmy's help to restore the fading magic of winter. Timmy, with his pure heart, agreed to assist. Together with his new snowflake friends, Timmy embarked on a magical journey. They slid down slippery slopes, built snow castles, and danced under the shimmering northern lights. Timmy's laughter echoed through the kingdom, bringing warmth to the frozen hearts. As they reached the Ice Crystal Palace, Timmy discovered a special snowflake pendant. King Frosty explained that it symbolized the unity of joy, kindness, and wonder, the key to renewing the magic. With the pendant glowing brightly, Timmy and his friends spread joy and kindness throughout the Car Kingdom. The once dull landscape transformed into a vibrant, lively winter paradise. As the Snowflake Festival came to an end, Timmy bid farewell to his newfound friends, promising to return next year. With a heart full of warmth, he stepped back through the shimmering gateway, bringing the magic of the Car Kingdom back to his village. The Snowflake Festival became an annual tradition, and Timmy's tale of friendship and magic continued to enchant the hearts of all the village children, making every winter a season of joy and wonder. Sophie, a curly-haired darling with a perpetual twinkle in her eye, loved visiting her favorite bakery in town. The moment she walked through the door, the sweet aroma of freshly baked goodies tickled her nose. Today was no ordinary day, for as Sophie approached the display, she noticed something extraordinary: the cupcakes were talking. Wide-eyed and filled with wonder, Sophie leaned in to listen. Each cupcake had its own unique personality. There was Cherry, the giggly cupcake with a cherry on top, and Coco, the wise cupcake with a chocolate swirl. Vanilla, the friendly cupcake with rainbow sprinkles, welcomed Sophie with a cheerful greeting. Thrilled by this unexpected turn of events, Sophie couldn't resist striking up a conversation with her newfound friends. The cupcakes shared stories of their baking adventures and the joy they felt when children like Sophie enjoyed their sugary goodness. As Sophie chatted away, she learned that the cupcakes had dreams too. Cherry dreamt of spreading laughter and happiness, Coco wished to inspire others with his wisdom, and Vanilla hoped to make the world a sweeter place with kindness. Touched by their aspirations, Sophie decided to help them achieve their dreams. Together, Sophie and the Talking Cupcakes planned a grand cupcake party in the bakery. They invited all the children from the town to share in the joy and magic. The cupcakes, adorned in vibrant colors, chatted, giggled, and danced with the children, creating an enchanting atmosphere of sweetness and delight. The news of the Talking Cupcakes spread like wildfire, and soon, the bakery became a magical place where laughter echoed, and the air was filled with the scent of joy. Sophie's friendship with the Talking Cupcakes turned the ordinary bakery into an extraordinary haven, reminding everyone that magic can be found in the simplest, sweetest moments of life. And so, in the heart of the bakery, Sophie and her Talking Cupcakes continued to spread smiles and happiness to all who entered. One breezy day in Meadowville, a lively town filled with colorful blooms, a vibrant kite named Kip slipped from the grasp of its owner, Max. The wind whisked Kip away, and an unexpected journey began. Kip soared above emerald meadows and danced over rolling hills, encountering a cheerful bluebird named Benny along the way. Together, they navigated fluffy clouds and embraced the challenges of the open sky. Their adventure led them to the wise owl Oliver, who shared stories of courage and perseverance. Facing a challenging windstorm, Kip, Benny, and Oliver pressed on, demonstrating the strength found in unity. Along their journey, they befriended a chirpy butterfly, forming an unlikely but heartwarming fellowship. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Kip and Benny gracefully descended back to Meadowville, adorned with blossoms collected during their travels. Max, a mix of worry and relief, rushed to greet them. Kip's once solo flight had become a collective tale of resilience and friendship. With memories of their magical adventure, Kip and Max continued to explore the skies, proving that even in the face of challenges, unexpected friendships can transform an ordinary day into a cherished tale of joy and discovery. Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived an adorable child named Alice. Alice noticed the gray walls, gray houses, and gray streets surrounding the town. One day, she found a box of colorful pencils. Alice decided to take the pencils and walk towards the town. With each drawing, she added color to the gray walls and houses. When she drew a blue sky, the sky turned instantly clear blue. Yellow flowers transformed the town into a burst of colors. The child's drawings were enchanting: pink butterflies, green trees, and colorful fish. With her artwork, Alice turned the town into a fairy tale world. People, tiny rabbits, and even gray stones were now filled with color. The town's residents were delighted as they witnessed Alice's colorful touch. Thanks to Alice, the gray world was now filled with joy and vibrant hues. The town had become a place resembling a fairy tale land. Alice continued to wander around the town with her colorful pencils, beautifying every corner. Thus, the gray town transformed into a fairy tale land overflowing with the vivid imagination and love for colors of a little child. In the heart of Whispering Woods, a tiny firefly named Spark embarked on a brave adventure. Spark possessed a heart that glowed with a warm and comforting light. One gloomy day, the forest was enveloped in darkness, and Spark felt an urgent calling to bring light to the shadows. Undeterred by the looming darkness, Spark fluttered through the thick trees, casting a soft glow that dispelled the shadows. Along the way, Spark encountered timid woodland creatures frightened by the dark. With a gentle touch of its light, Spark comforted them, teaching the importance of bravery and kindness. As Spark ventured deeper, it faced challenges that tested its courage. A mischievous owl tried to blow out Spark's light, but with unwavering determination, Spark continued to shine brightly. The glow not only illuminated the forest but also inspired other fireflies to join the mission. Together, the fireflies transformed the once dark forest into a magical haven of twinkling lights. The animals, once scared, now felt safe, and the once gloomy forest echoed with the laughter of grateful creatures. In the end, Spark's glowing heart had not only lit up the forest but also ignited a sense of bravery and kindness in every corner. The tale of Spark, the brave little firefly, became a cherished story in Whispering Woods, a reminder that even the smallest acts of courage can dispel the darkest of shadows. Once upon a time on a moonlit night, a magical library stood in a hidden corner of the city. As the clock struck 12, the library awoke to a radiant glow. Unbeknownst to the world, the books on the shelves came to life, creating a world of wonders only revealed in the silence of the night. In the neighboring house, a wide-eyed 7-year-old boy named Timmy could not resist the charm of the mysterious library. Pulled by an invisible force, he tiptoed into the magical place and revealed its well-kept secret. He was amazed to see the characters in his favorite stories jump off the pages, ready to embark on extraordinary adventures. Heart pounding with excitement, Timmy found himself joining Alice from Wonderland, the brave Peter Pan, and many other characters on a whimsical journey through the pages of their stories. The once quiet library echoed with laughter and the rustling of pages as newfound companions explored magical lands, flew on the backs of dragons, and danced beneath starry skies. As the night progressed, Timmy discovered not only the magic within the stories, but also the fascinating personalities of his literary friends. They created a secret club inside the library where each character shared their dreams and stories about distant lands. Timmy, the youngest member, felt a sense of belonging and curiosity like never before. As the first light of dawn approached, Timmy said goodbye to his newfound friends and promised to return the next night for more adventures. The magical library, the haven of dreams, has gone back to sleep, waiting for the next curious soul to reveal its secrets. Once in a quiet attic, young Maya stumbled upon an ancient puzzle radiating with whispers of enchantment. Patiently, she connected each piece until a soft hum revealed a magical portal. Maya stepped through to find herself on Puzzle Planet, a realm crafted from interconnected puzzle pieces. Each fragment held a unique charm, and as Maya explored, she encountered friendly inhabitants residing on these puzzle islands. Curious creatures, each representing a different friendship, welcomed her. There was Patch, a playful panda teaching Maya the joy of embracing imperfections, and Harmony, a wise owl with the ability to see connections between pieces. In her journey, Maya came across a lone piece named Solo, sitting isolated and feeling left out. Understanding the value of giving, Maya gifted Solo a place in her heart. To her delight, Solo transformed into a vibrant symbol of unity, illustrating the profound beauty of selflessness. Word spread across Puzzle Planet about Maya's act of kindness, and Solo became a beacon of the magic that occurs when connections are freely given. puzzle pieces danced in joyous harmony, and Maya learned that true happiness lies in the joy of sharing, in giving pieces of oneself to complete the puzzle of someone else's heart. As she bid farewell to her newfound friends and stepped back through the portal, Maya clutched a special piece, a reminder that the most beautiful puzzles are the ones created together, one friendship at a time. She returned home, forever changed, carrying the lesson of Puzzle Planet in her heart, the immeasurable value of what is given away. In the enchanting kingdom of Arendelle, nestled amidst snow-capped mountains that seem to touch the sky, Queen Elsa and Princess Anna are excitedly preparing for a day like no other. The sun reflected its golden rays onto the land, and a sense of anticipation filled the air as the royal sisters made plans to embark on a magical adventure to the fabled Rainbow Valley. Harnessing the power of ice magic, Elsa gracefully moved her hand to create a shiny sleigh made of sparkling ice crystals. With laughter gushing from their lips and their hearts overflowing with excitement, Elsa and Anna jumped into the sleigh with joy. They soared over the pristine snowscape and laughed their way towards the secret entrance to Rainbow Valley. As we approached the secret archway, a slight change in the surroundings began to emerge. The colors of the world around them danced and swirled, hinting at wondrous wonders beyond their reach. When they entered Rainbow Valley, the sisters were greeted by a breathtaking sight. Meadows decorated with flowers of every imaginable color lay before them, and animated butterflies flew through the air, leaving trails of sparkling sparkles behind them. Elsa and Anna shared delighted laughter as they wandered through the stunning landscape, marveling at the beauty that surrounded them and enjoying the company of the valley's quirky inhabitants. Their journey through Rainbow Valley led them to a wise and venerable owl named Ollie, who served as the guardian of this magical land. With a twinkle in his wise old eyes, Ollie told the sisters the story of the lost rainbow gem, a mystical crystal whose bright energy once colored the valley with rainbow colors. Unfortunately, the jewel was shattered into countless pieces by a mischievous spirit named Sparkle, and the country was deprived of its former glory. Determined to return Rainbow Valley to its former glory, Elsa and Anna heed Ollie's advice and embark on a quest to find the scattered pieces of the rainbow gem. Along the way, they faced trials that tested the strength of their bond and the depth of their courage. Elsa's mastery of ice proves invaluable as she builds bridges across sparkling streams. Anna's unwavering optimism and indomitable spirit served as a beacon of hope in the face of adversity. Their adventures eventually led them to a secluded cave where the rebel spirit Sparkle lived in solitude. Instead of responding to Sparkle with hostility, Elsa and Anna extended the hand of friendship and realized that beneath the sprite's mischievous exterior lay a heart longing for companionship. Through shared laughter and heartfelt conversations, Sparkle was touched by the sisters' kindness and agreed to return the shards of the rainbow crystal. As Elsa and Anna carefully placed the last piece of the rainbow crystal into place, a dazzling magic show broke out in the valley. Bright hues appeared, painting the sky with a magnificent rainbow that gracefully arced across the horizon. Residents of Rainbow Valley rejoiced as their once pale homes were once again bathed in a riot of color and light. With their hearts filled with joy and gratitude, Elsa and Anna said goodbye to Rainbow Valley and returned to Arendelle. Their magical adventures left an indelible mark on their kingdom and people. The story of their journey, friendship, courage, and the enduring power of love has become a beloved legend, passed down through generations as a testament to the enduring magic that lives in the hearts of all who dare to dream. In an icy age of the prehistoric world, when mammoths roamed and glaciers rose, lived Manny the mammoth and a lively crew of friends. Manny the mammoth, Sid the sloth, Diego the sweet tiger, and a cheerful group of various animals were living beautifully in the land of ice. While exploring the frozen landscape one cold morning, Manny and his friends found an ancient map in a mysterious cave hidden beneath a snowbank. When they excitedly opened the map, they realized that it belonged to the legendary Ice Age lost treasure. With a twinkle in their eyes and a sense of adventure in their hearts, Manny and his friends determined to find the treasure of their grandfather who lived before them. They embark on a quest to uncover legendary treasure, braving icy winds and dangerous traps along the way. Their journey took them through icy caves filled with sparkling crystals, frozen lakes teeming with fish, and snow-capped mountains that seemed to touch the sky. As they follow the map's cryptic clues, they encounter a host of colorful characters, from a tribe of mischievous squirrels to a wise old owl who speaks in riddles. Each encounter brought them closer to the treasure, but it also presented new challenges to overcome. During their journey, they encountered dangerous ice bridges, cunning hunters, and even a band of pirates sailing the frozen seas. But with quick thinking and teamwork, they always found a way to defeat their opponents and continue their journey. Manny and his team uncover hidden clues and solve ancient puzzles along the way. But despite all this, they never lost sight of their goals. They overcame dangerous journeys and difficult traps. Finally, they reached the secret room where the lost treasure was hidden and happily opened the treasure chest. This treasure was a glittering trove of precious jewels and ancient artifacts that sparkled like stars in the icy darkness. As they looked at their newfound treasure and jewels, they realized that the real treasure was not the gold or jewels, but the bonds of friendship they had formed along the way. They returned home with smiles on their faces and warmth in their hearts, knowing that the greatest adventure was the journey they took together. They told this beautiful adventure of courage and wisdom to future generations and kept it alive in their hearts forever. Once upon a time, in the quaint world of Coolsville lived a group of adventurous friends known as the Mystery Hunters. Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, and their faithful dog Scooby-Doo. This adventurous group of friends was always ready for a new adventure. One sunny morning, they set off on an exciting journey with their vehicle, which they called the Mystery Machine, eager to discover the magic forest that lies beyond the town. As the mystery hunters moved deeper into the forest, they were amazed by the tall trees and colorful flowers surrounding them. The air was filled with the sweet scent of wild fruits, and the sound of chirping birds filled his ears. While wandering through the forest, the mystery hunters suddenly came across a secret door bathed in golden sunlight. When they opened the door, there stood a magnificent castle in the middle of a green valley, with towers reaching into the sky. "Wow, this place is amazing!" Shaggy exclaimed, his eyes wide with surprise. "I've never seen anything like this before," added Velma, her voice full of admiration. The mystery hunters decided to explore the castle, which caught their attention, and they walked towards it. Once inside the castle, they walked through the mysterious corridors and halls of the castle. As they progressed, they discovered rooms filled with glittering treasures and magical artifacts. They encountered a group of mischievous fairies playing tricks on the castle residents. Thanks to their loving hearts, they won the friendship of the friendly fairies, and together with the fairies they set out to solve the mystery of the forest. Along the way they encountered friendly forest animals who offered to help them. They played games together and had a lot of fun. The sunset signaled the end of the magical forest adventure. The mystery hunters said goodbye to their friends in the forest and happily set out to go home. As they hit the road, Scooby-Doo happily shouts, "Scooby-Dooby-Doo," he shouted. The mystery hunters came to the end of a fascinating adventure that they will cherish in their hearts and tell to their friends, and they eagerly awaited the next adventure. Once upon a time, a little teddy bear named Teddy was full of adventure spirit. On a snowy winter day, he decided to go on a camping trip into the heart of the forest. With his toy car full, Teddy reached the camping area through the snow-covered trees. As he parked his car, Teddy looked out the window and witnessed the magic of snowflakes slowly falling from the sky. Excitement shone in his eyes as he began unpacking his car, revealing a small tent, a small toy stove, blankets, and all the essentials for a winter camping trip. The forest greeted him with serene silence, interrupted only by the occasional hum of toy birds. Setting up his tent on snow-covered ground was an exciting challenge, but Teddy persevered. He felt a sense of accomplishment once the tent was set up. His next task was to light the stove. Teddy gathered small pieces of wood and dried branches and placed them in a makeshift stove. With the toy stove burning, the warmth spread inside the tiny tent. Teddy sat by the warm fire, marveling at the winter wonderland outside. Snowflakes danced on the surface of the tent, creating a fascinating sight. In the evening, Teddy prepared a simple but satisfying meal on his portable stove. The smell of hot soup filled the air. While the snow-covered forest was very cold, Teddy's tent had the warmth of home. Teddy savored every bite, feeling deeply connected to the snow-covered nature. After dinner, Teddy curled up in his tiny blanket and looked at the starry sky through the tent window. The quiet beauty of the snow-covered forest combined with the imaginary crackling of the stove dragged him into a peaceful sleep. The next morning, Teddy awoke to the soft glow of sunlight filtering through the tent. He decided to start the day with a hot drink. Using the small stove, she prepared a cup of hot chocolate and sat outside, sipping her hot chocolate and enjoying the clean, crisp air. Teddy's winter camping adventure was a magical experience filled with the magic of snow-covered landscapes, the warmth of a toy stove, and the joy of simple pleasures at the heart of his imagination. He gathered his belongings and loaded them into his vehicle. As he left the forest, memories of this winter wonderland remained in his mind and a feeling of gratitude for the beauty of this natural landscape formed, and he was already looking forward to the next tent camp. In the bustling town of Duckburg, Donald Duck, known for his comical antics and adventurous spirit, found himself on a delightful journey one sunny morning. With a twinkle in his eye and a craving for something sweet, Donald set out on an adventure unlike any other. Accompanied by his cheerful nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, Donald made his way to the grand opening of the Duckburg Candy Festival. The streets were lined with colorful banners and the air was filled with the irresistible scent of sugary treats. Excited by the prospect of indulging in all the delicious sweets, Donald and the boys eagerly explored the festival grounds. They sampled cotton candy clouds, licked ice cream cones, and marveled at towering chocolate sculptures. But the highlight of the festival was the legendary Candy Castle, rumored to be filled with the most delectable treats imaginable. Determined to satisfy their sweet tooth, Donald and the boys embarked on a quest to find the castle. Their journey led them through candy-coated forests and across rivers of chocolate, encountering whimsical creatures along the way. They met candy cane elves, marshmallow bunnies, and even a friendly chocolate dragon who offered to guide them to the castle. Finally, after much excitement and anticipation, they arrived at the Candy Castle, a magnificent structure made entirely of sweets. The gates swung open to reveal a wonderland of candies, chocolates, and sugary delights. With wide eyes and eager hands, Donald and the boys dove into the treasure trove of treats, filling their baskets with all their favorite sweets. They giggled with delight as they sampled rainbow lollipops, gooey caramel apples, and fizzy soda pop. But their joy was interrupted when they heard a soft voice calling out from the shadows. It was the Candy Queen, ruler of the Candy Castle, who had been watching them with amusement. "Welcome, travelers, to my humble abode," she said with a smile. "I see you have found your way to the heart of the Candy Kingdom. Please, enjoy all the sweets your hearts desire." Grateful for her hospitality, Donald and the boys thanked the Candy Queen and bid her farewell. As they made their way back home, their baskets overflowing with treats, they couldn't help but feel grateful for the sweet memories they had made together. And so, with hearts full of joy and bellies full of candy, Donald Duck and his nephews returned home, ready to cherish the memories of their sweet adventure for years to come. Once upon a time in the whimsical world of Looney Tunes, Bugs Bunny, the clever and mischievous rabbit, felt a sudden urge for a solo adventure. With a twinkle in his eye and a bounce in his step, Bugs decided to embark on a journey filled with excitement and surprises. As Bugs hopped through the colorful landscapes of Acme Acres, he encountered familiar faces like the bumbling Elmer Fudd and the energetic Daffy Duck. But today, Bugs was determined to carve his own path and explore the world on his own terms. With each hop and skip, Bugs found himself in a series of whimsical escapades, outsmarting adversaries with his trademark wit and charm. From dodging Elmer's hunting traps to tricking Yosemite Sam with his quick thinking, Bugs showed that he was more than capable of handling any challenge that came his way. But the real adventure began when Bugs stumbled upon an old treasure map buried beneath a pile of leaves. Intrigued by the promise of hidden riches, Bugs decided to follow the map to its mysterious destination. Through dense forests and across bubbling streams, Bugs followed the clues laid out on the map, encountering obstacles and challenges along the way. From navigating treacherous paths to outsmarting cunning adversaries, Bugs proved time and again that he was a true master of adventure. Finally, after a series of twists and turns, Bugs reached the end of the treasure map and uncovered a hidden cave filled with glittering jewels and sparkling gold coins. Overwhelmed by the sight, Bugs couldn't help but grin from ear to ear as he realized he had stumbled upon the legendary Acme treasure. But as Bugs gazed upon the treasure, he realized that the true wealth lay not in gold or jewels, but in the friendships he had forged and the memories he had made along the way. With a grateful heart, Bugs bid farewell to the treasure and returned home, eager to share his tales of adventure with his friends in Looney Tunes land. And so, the legend of Bugs Bunny's solo adventure lived on, inspiring laughter and excitement for generations to come. Once upon a time, in the vibrant world of toys, there lived a brave sheriff named Woody. Woody was the leader of the toys in Andy's room, and he took his responsibilities very seriously. One sunny afternoon, while Andy was away, Woody found himself transported into a Wild West adventure unlike any other. It all began when Andy received a special package in the mail, a box filled with old Western-themed toys. Among them was a magnificent cowboy hat that caught Woody's eye. Eager to learn more about his roots, Woody put on the hat, and in an instant, he found himself in a dusty old town straight out of the Wild West. As Woody explored the town, he met a colorful cast of characters, from daring cowboys to mischievous outlaws. Determined to bring law and order to the town, Woody rallied the toys together. With Jessie by his side, they formed a posse ready to face any challenge that came their way. Their first task was to confront the notorious outlaw, Stinky Pete, who had been causing trouble in the town. With their quick thinking and teamwork, Woody and his friends managed to outsmart Stinky Pete and bring peace back to the streets. But their adventure was far from over. Along the way, they encountered thrilling challenges, from daring train robberies to showdowns at high noon. Through it all, Woody remained determined to uphold justice and protect his friends. As the sun began to set on the Wild West, Woody realized that his time in this adventurous land was coming to an end. With a heavy heart, he bid farewell to his newfound friends and removed the cowboy hat that had brought him here. In the blink of an eye, Woody found himself back in Andy's room, surrounded by familiar faces. Though his Wild West adventure was over, Woody knew that he would always carry the spirit of adventure in his heart. And as he looked out at the stars twinkling in the night sky, Woody whispered a promise to himself, to always be there for his friends and to never stop embracing the thrill of the unknown. With a smile on his face, Woody settled in for another night of exciting dreams, knowing that the next adventure was just around the corner. Once upon a time, on one of the brightest stars in the sky, there was a magical place called the Land of Stars. In this land, there lived a superhero boy in a blue costume who could open intergalactic portals. This kid's name was Blue Man. Because Blue Man's suit was made of stardust, it glowed and gave him immense power. As the guardian of the Land of Stars, Blue Man protected this magical land from evil. Thanks to his suit, Blue Man was not only strong but also very fast and agile. The other stars in the sky shone in awe of Blue Man's bravery and justice. One day, a dangerous dark cloud descended on the Land of Stars. This dark cloud was trying to destroy beauty and goodness. Blue Man immediately went after this dark cloud. Children and those living in this country wanted Blue Man, the last hope of the Land of Stars, to be successful. When Blue Man entered the dark cloud, he faced the challenges that came his way. However, his blue suit gave him incredible resilience and strength. He knew that every moment was a struggle, every victory a learning opportunity. Blue Man's courage and determination were enough to disperse the dark cloud. The sky lit up with Blue Man's victory and the land of stars became safe again. But Blue Man not only ensured safety in the realm, he also strengthened the children by teaching them courage and solidarity. Blue Man won the hearts of children as the hero of the land of stars. Everyone wanted to learn about his courage, justice, and love. Blue Man taught children to never give up in the face of difficulties, to work together and to fight for good. And from that day on, this kind-hearted and strong superhero boy protected the light of the land of stars and secured the dreams of children. Blue Man's teachings would always live on in the land of stars and inspire new generations. One morning, when young Owen rose from his bed, he became suspicious of the size of his normally familiar home. His room was quite small for him. Furniture, toys, and books seemed to have become miniatures. Confused at first, Owen then noticed that as he walked around the house, everything became smaller. Owen, who was confused at first, was not upset at all and did not spoil his day. On the contrary, he was aware that he would embark on a beautiful adventure with a sense of curiosity. When Owen stepped out of his house, he noticed that his garden had changed. Normally huge trees had turned into small trees. The sky looked strange too. Owen was stunned as he looked at a huge sky that looked like an endless blue sea, and when he stretched out his hand, he could hold clouds like cotton. While exploring this strange world, Owen met miniature animals and insects. These animals he met were as surprised as Owen, because they had never seen such a large creature before. Owen made new friends in this miniature world and went on different adventures with each of them. A rabbit showed how fun it is to run among colorful flowers. A butterfly taught him how to find an ant lost on the road. As the days passed, Owen realized that this world was actually a reflection of his inner world. He realized that little things can bring great happiness. Friendship, love, and curiosity had great meanings in this small world. Owen fell asleep, exhausted from the amazing adventure he had that day. In the morning, he woke up to his normal world and everything was as big as it should be. However, the change within him was permanent. As he lay in bed, he thought about the strange and beautiful adventures he had experienced yesterday. What he saw gave him different perspectives on the real world. Owen decided to celebrate the little joys every day and pay more attention to the beauty around him. Owen felt grateful to have had this magical experience and hoped to share his story with other children, encouraging them to explore their inner world. Now Owen had a deeper understanding that every day could be a discovery, that small details could hold great happiness, and that life was a true adventure. The Valley of Flowers was a place famous for its colorful flowers, melodious bird songs, and cheerful vehicles. One of the vehicles that lived in this valley was the blue car, which was decorated with flowers all around. The blue car was different from other vehicles because it had wings. This feature gave him a special place in the valley, but in Mavai's heart was not only traveling and wandering around the valley, but also flying freely in the sky. A big carnival of Flower Valley was approaching, and the vehicles in the valley were on the racetrack, preparing for the big car race. Blue wanted more than ordinary racing. The desire to fly in the sky burned inside him like a growing fire. He spread his blue wings and slowly rose from the valley. Floating in the air and touching the colorful clouds was like a dream for Mavai. Enjoying the time he spent in the sky, Mavai moved away from the valley and began to explore different regions. He climbed the peaks of high mountains, followed the rivers, and dived deep into the forests. Each new adventure further strengthened Mavai's feeling of freedom. However, Blue's flying energy was starting to run out. He had to return to his valley, but this time other vehicles came after him. Seeing Mavai's courage and freedom, the other vehicles decided to go out of the valley and explore with him. The adventures they spent together helped the vehicles understand each other better and celebrate their differences. Blue enabled them to discover not only their own freedom, but also the different abilities of other vehicles. Flower Valley was now overflowing with colors and differences. Mavai's flying adventure caused the vehicles in the valley to join forces with each other and establish solidarity. At the end of the carnival, it was decided to hold a traditional festival in the valley every year. At this festival, each vehicle would showcase its special abilities. Curious Blue was now remembered in the valley not only as a hero, but also as a pioneer and unifier. His freedom in the sky brightened the souls of everyone in the valley, and Blue left behind a legacy, bringing joy and unity to his valley.